Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marisa Maggio-Harelson in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am a LifeVantage consultant. I've been with LifeVantage for 14 years. I can't even believe that I'm saying that. And if you are here, thank the person that invited you to be a part of today to learn a little bit more about activation, to learn a little bit more about supplementation, as far as maybe even supplementing your income. I'm going to share my screen. Um, I'm going to share a little bit about my story and LifeVantage and how I started in this company. So everybody can see my screen okay? Because I can't see you now.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm really excited to have my friend Irene Elzey sharing a little bit today about her story, and then she's wanting to share this with other people. But I want to share a little bit more about myself and how I got involved with LifeVantage. So I'm a former television news journalist. I worked in that industry almost 20 years, and I left it when I had my children. Didn't have kids till late in my life, and I was really searching for something, and I wasn't really sure what that looked like. But I became a yoga teacher about 15 years ago, and it was at yoga that I overheard a conversation that truly transformed and changed my life and my family's life, and hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands, in fact, I will say thousands of other people's lives as well. And it's just been such a gift and a joy to know about this beautiful company, LifeVantage, that's really redefining the way we age and view wellness care. And before I get started with, who LifeVantage is, well, actually, I'll bring Irene, I'm going to bring you in just a little bit. I'm going to get started so people understand a little bit more about what activation is and who we are as a company. So, LifeVantage, we are a publicly traded, debt-free company. That's huge to be on the NASDAQ, to have rung the closing bell on Wall Street, I think 3 times now. We're scientifically validated. We have over 30 clinical peer-reviewed studies on our flagship product that you're going to learn about and know why you want to have it in your body today. Our products are patented, many of them. There's huge growth potential. If you see this, maybe you'll be a customer, or maybe you'll be a customer that wants to tell everybody else about it as well. Because it's really hard not to share this, because you know what's happening on the inside of your body, and you're wanting everybody to know a little bit more about activation. And for those that see the opportunity, there we do have a beautiful comp plan. We can talk a little bit later about that, and a beautiful mentorship program. So who are we? We are an activation company. Someone called me today and they were saying, is your flagship product Protandem? Is it a multivitamin? And I said, no, it's an activator. It's actually activating your own God-given antioxidant enzyme. So when we supplement, we take vitamins to actually fill a void, something that our bodies are not producing. So activation is actually adding nutrients to the body, rebooting the genes, and supporting your health by filling in those gaps. So it's really exciting to see the difference. Science is science-backed cellular health, and I love the word longevity. So we're taking products to make our own antioxidants, proteins, enzymes, and things you need for better health. And it all started with an ABC Primetime investigative report. That's what I saw. 14 years ago, I overheard this conversation at yoga. John Quinones, 11-time Emmy award-winning reporter, actually was doing an expose, an investigative report on this little yellow pill of 5 plants. Does it do what it says it's going to do? Well, it's important. If you don't know what oxidative stress is, and many people don't, or free radical damage, they hear the words, but they don't really understand it. You need to understand it because you have it. If you breathe, you have oxidative stress, and it's the root cause of aging. So take a look at this 3-minute version of this ABC Primetime report, and we'll talk a little bit more about what happened right after.
Following is an ABC Primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver. This is a pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. Taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Can you believe that? That John Quinones's oxidative stress level was reduced by 45% in just 2 weeks, turning the blood of an 80-year-old back down to that of a 20-year-old. That means in all of us, you all. So when I saw that ABC primetime, I was actually blown away. All right, I'm trying to go to the next slide. So here we go. What is oxidative stress? You saw it's the rusting of the cells caused by aging, and it actually affects every organ system in our body. Diabetics have the highest level of oxidative stress. There's over 400,000 studies, about 400,000 studies and rising daily on studies on the National Institutes of Health Medical Library website, pubmed.gov, on oxidative stress. So if there's something that you're interested in, like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or autism, you can write oxidative stress and that issue, and you're going to get studies on that. So it is caused by everything in life. So after that ABC News report aired, there were researchers. Please make sure you're muted, whoever is that. I can't see, but I'm hearing a lot of background noise. Thank you. So there are independent studies today. Because of that ABC News report, there were a lot of researchers actually sitting on the couch that night and watching television. And they contacted the formulator, Dr. McCord, wanting to begin their own independent studies. So we have studies today from Harvard. Have you ever heard of Harvard? American Heart Association, Louisiana State University. That was a skin cancer study. National Institute on Aging did a 10-year federally funded study to see if mice lived longer. So the studies are there proving what this little yellow pill, because it all starts with yellow with this company, does. So oxidative stress, as you know, now causes brain fog and headaches and migraines, insomnia, anxiety. And you see that beautiful healthy cell, and then you see one that's attacked by free radical oxidative stress, just like the apple that turns brown. That's what's happening on the inside of our body as we age. It's not a disease, but it's linked to the disease processes, and it's caused by life. I mean, it's caused by genetically modified food. It's caused by pesticides, herbicides, the benzene and the gasoline, the jet fuel, pollution, EMFs from our phones, Medications, stress, emotional stress, all of these play. It's like the Pac-Man that eats the cell over time. And then whatever your predisposition to do to getting, you can get. So when we talk about supplementation and activation, 500 cups of broccoli I would have to eat in one day to do what one Protandim, this little yellow pill, does in one day. And I don't think anybody's going to want to be near me. So one Protandim activates your own body's production of antioxidants to eliminate 1 million free radicals per second, every second, scientifically proven, reducing that oxidative stress 40% on average in 30 days and up to 70% the longer you're on it. So here it is, right here, increasing some key antioxidant enzymes. You don't have to know all the science words, SOD and catalase, but many people actually know about glutathione. Glutathione is our master antioxidant enzyme, and it increases, Protandim increases your own glutathione production by over 300%. People spend a lot of money getting those glutathione injections, and that's, you're emptying that out of your body in just a few days. How about if your body makes it? Glutathione is so important for our overall health. All right, 5 plants in 1 pill, synergistically working to activate a pathway called NRF2. And if you don't leave here with anything else, know this. Top universities and researchers, such as Washington State University, says that NRF2 activation may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Now think about that. What medical breakthrough have we had this lifetime? I don't know. Polio vaccine was probably one of the ones I can remember. We have a couple other cellular activators as we have grown now, and we are pioneering this whole science of wellness care called nutrigenomics. Nutrition for your genes. We're rebooting the genes. So we have Protandim NRF2, then we have Protandim NRF1 to boost the mitochondria, increases your own mighty mitochondria by 70%. Mitochondria, if you remember from biology, is the powerhouse of your cell. It's the engine of the cell. And we have millions of them, and we actually die of mitochondria dysfunction, which is actually caused by oxidative stress. So these two work really, really well together. Well, then a few years later, we came out with, wow, this is really about cleaning up the cellular garbage. You'll hear the words a lot, NAD. And this is Protandim 4 ingredients, including wasabi and olive leaf, Protandim NAD. So this is what we call our Protandim Tri-Synergizer because it's 3. You can do 1, you can do 2, or you can do all 3. So they are about getting rid of that cellular gunk. Nerf 1 and Nerf 2 Protandim, I say, is like getting the cellular garbage out, taking it to the curb. And then NAD is the big mama garbage truck coming by and just getting all that cellular gunk out. So you feel a lot more energy. It's cleaning up all the cells, and the support, recovery for your body is exponential, because when you add all 3 together, there is another synergy that happens, and it collectively boosts these genes that are responsible for what they're doing by over 1900%. So it's pretty amazing what we have here. Okay, now I'm going to talk collagen, because this is how Irene got involved with LifeVantage with our Healthy Glow Stack, the #1 selling product line in LifeVantage. And this is a game changer. Now, I'm going to talk about collagen right now, but when you take the two together, there's another level of what's happening inside and outside of your body. And as you can see, Betty on the top right is, you can see the difference in her. This is an activating liquid collagen. Is actually turning back on your own genes to make it. So you're activating, replenishing, and maintaining. So the red ruby quinoa extract is actually the activator. It's 10 marine peptides. That's huge. Most collagens have 1 to 3. And there's vitamin C in it, antioxidants. There's a blueberry powder, green acerola berry, and young pumpkin fruit. So it's actually very delicious. I've already had mine today. And tart. And you can travel with it. You drink 1 of these a day. And when you take it with 1 Protandim, it's actually increasing your collagen density 100%. By itself, 42%, which is actually amazing, 42% increase in collagen density. You can see the yellow in that chart there and the difference in just 8 weeks with just the collagen. When you take the two together, it's doing amazing things, and that's why it's now patented. And by the way, there are multiple patents on Protandim, but now the liquid collagen and the Protandim together is a patented product, our number one selling product in LifeVantage. It's very exciting. You can see what's happening because it's reducing that inflammation. You can see the whites of people's eyes getting clearer, wrinkles smoothing out, even stretch marks, scarring, all kinds of things here. And if this is happening on the outside, can you imagine what's happening on the inside? And before we go on, that's where I want to have Irene speak a little bit about the collagen and the Protandim and what it's done for her health, because Irene actually is a kidney transplant warrior. And she's also an author. She's a health advocate, and she is sharing her story, her book, and this incredible LifeVantage opportunity with people. Or she's sharing basically the health, because this is very important to her. She's getting out there, and her life has changed, and so has her husband. So, can you share a little bit, Irene? Thank you. She's in Phoenix, Arizona, and we met at a women's networking event about a year ago.
Absolutely. Thank you, Marisa. I am so excited because when I met Marisa, I was actually looking for something that I knew was out there, but I didn't know for sure what it would be or where I would find it. But somehow or another, I just had the faith to believe that it was going to happen. And guess what? It did. That's what's everything about this is amazing, Marisa. And you know, from my story to finding you, long story short, I wrote a book about my journey of kidney disease. And the end of that journey was I went from stage 5 kidney disease to dialysis to a kidney transplant. So during the time frame that I was on dialysis, I asked the doctors if there was something out there other than dialysis, because to me, I think dialysis is so barbaric. And he told me no, and it was just something in my mind and in my spirit and in my heart that I just not would accept. I just couldn't accept that. The world is constantly learning and being and doing and being progressive. So a year and a half later, I go to the eWomen Network, and Marisa's like, "Oh, you got to try this. You got to try that." I said, "Oh, yeah, I like trying things." I loved collagen, fell in love with that automatically. And Marisa kept saying, "Irene, you got to come to the meetings. I want you to come to the meetings." And I, like many others, were called. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "I do want to get some of the supplements." And she was like, "Mm." And I'm sure many others have experienced that as well, other consultants. When you meet people that's, you don't have the concept, you don't have the understanding of it until you actually get in front of someone that knows exactly what it is. And when I kept saying, and I was wanting to, just very busy. So I said one day, I said, "I'm gonna do it today." And I said, "Honey, you're coming with me." And I had told him about it, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." And it was amazing. We understood, it came full circle for me that day. And not only did I understand it in such a light as you're explaining today, my husband signed up that particular day also. And he has been using it for the almost the year. Uh, our results have been one of the reasons why I was on kidney. Well, I had kidney diseases, my high blood pressure. Had high blood pressure for over 30 years. I was on the Healthy Glow Stack, and approximately into the third to fourth month, I started noticing that I was losing inches first. And I was like, "Oh, my pants feel a little bit better." You had those tight pants, but those are your favorites, so you're not going to lose those, right? And then I started noticing, so I said, "Let me get on the scale." Unbeknownst to me, a total that I've lost over the 7, 8 months I've taken it is 27 pounds. No exercise, no diet, no, just taking the activators. and I do right now. I just try to eat cleaner. It's just just revitalized me altogether. I went to the doctor, so I started. I mean, I'm pumped now, right? I had 112 over 72 blood pressure.
Wow.
I'm
It's
I'm over
phenomenal.
60 years old. I have never had 112 over 70 blood pressure. It would be like 120,
It's amazing.
and my normals became abnormal because I was so used to the way that it was just a lot of out of control blood pressure mostly, which is how went into dialysis or went into the stage 5 kidney disease. So I'm like, one day it was the lowest it ever was 95 over 76, and I'm moving quickly. Um,
Wow.
so I told my daughter, she's an NP. I said, "Is that too low? Am I okay?" She said, "As long as you're not symptomatic." I said, "Yes." I wrote that on my calendar for a historical moment. But once I saw the effects that it had on me, my husband has lost 35 pounds. He's on the GLP system.
Yep,
And
we
my
have a
husband is,
yep, we have the mind body for those of you, we have a mind body GLP-1 plant-based system. I can talk later about that, but go ahead,
yeah,
Irene.
and he added the fat burner. And now my husband, he walks every 5 to 6 days a week, 3.5 miles every morning. So I don't even try to keep up with him. But the results that we have received, we tell other people. I try to get in front or let others know. I'm so excited all the time that I try to say, okay, I'm trying to explain it like Marisa explains it, but I'm like, okay, let's jump on a call. Let's do this.
That's all you have to do.
Let's everyone know how very important. Oh, and the collagen. Uh, can you see how wonderful my skin is? But I was really having a problem about about 3 months before I started. My skin, I have eczema. My skin, and I'm in Arizona, so that's a double whammy for me.
Mhm.
And my skin just started drying up like a cracked cave or something. I was like, oh my god. And I wear makeup quite often, so I said, okay, I'm gonna have to make some changes. So I started doing a little regimen, for my granddaughter, really quickly, and I'm done. My skin is so smooth. Oh, my husband was feeling on my skin the other day. I said, "Oh, yes, honey. Isn't it beautiful?"
Oh, I love
I can
this.
have fun. But the products speak for themselves.
Mm.
I'm trying to tell people as best I can, get on the call because it is amazing. Game
Wow.
changer. Thank
Wow.
you.
Irene, thank you so much. That is a beautiful story, you all. And this is why we share this. I mean, we would be very selfish if we didn't share what we know. And it's just getting people to understand, like, take a moment, pause, and come learn about activation and
Yeah,
come learn
yeah,
about a company that really is at the forefront and has the science to prove it. And when I
right.
said publicly traded right off the bat, I'm telling you that's a big deal. So I'm going to get back to sharing,
Mhm.
back to our story, and I'm going to talk. That was a beautiful testimony. Thank you so so much.
You're
Um,
most welcome.
so one of the things that I really love is Axio, and Axio is a nootropic. It's a brain drink, and I like yesterday. I just shared it with someone who bought the Healthy Glow Stack and Axio. She's super excited. If I think that's a really good way for people to come in, depending on what their health goals are. But to me, collagen is the glue that lines your body. So, and we lose half of it over a lifetime. So you might as well get on the collagen. Axio helps you with focus, clarity, positive mood right away. And we have many different kinds with Axio Hydrate now with electrolytes and minerals. We have a supercharged, natural caffeinated Axio X, and then we have regular caffeinated Axio. But it's got B vitamins and magnesium. It helps with clarity and focus and positive mood. Here's a child actually with some serious focus issues. You can see 2 weeks before starting Protandim and Axio and 2 weeks after. And this is one of thousands of stories. There are a lot of happy moms out there. All right, talking about the gut. in October, we acquired a company called Love Biome, and they had the world's first activating microbiome product. And this is called Phyto Power. We call it P84 because it's 84 ingredients that's activating 14 key gut peptides, you guys. This is activating your own peptides, not giving yourself the shot, but actually activating your own God-given peptides that regulate, repair, and restore your gut as an organ, because the gut is an organ and it's attached to the brain, and we want to get that microbiome working. We are mostly microbiome. When the gut is working, everything else works better. So this to me is a non-negotiable. I take it every single day. I've already had mine today, and I mentioned it is 84 unique ingredients. I am not going to share all of the ingredients, but you can see some of them on there, and it's basically all the colors of the rainbow, and it has probiotic blends in. There's 2 packets. You mix them together, about 8 ounces of water. I froth it and then I just drink it down. I actually squeezed lemon in mine today. It was really good. So this is one of our popular product stacks called the Healthy Edge Stack. And really, if you're having some gut issues, I mean, everybody can have an improved gut, by the way. So when you take Protandim, though, with the P84, there is another synergy that happens. There's because they did a study on it, and it's activating almost 360 unique genes. So it's just a game changer. It's helped me a lot, and it will help you too. It's like 1 + 1 = 6, right? But it's Protandim Nerf 2 with the P84, and you're going to see improvements in your brain, in your mood, in your motivation, less bloating. Your digestive health, I'm telling you, is going to get really better. And of course, clearer looking skin. And that's important to everybody, because if your skin is not doing well, that's because there's things on the inside. So here's our core, I say our core 5 products: our Protandim, the cellular, to be well, fix the cell; to age well, fix the cell. And then collagen, of course, the Mind Body GLP-1 is a plant-based natural GLP-1 activator. It's actually not a weight loss product. It is a metabolic rebooting product, and weight loss can be a side effect for people. I love our brain chemistry and our gut peptides. So we have, a slew of characters. We have a lot of other products that we can talk to you about, but I'm not going to do it all. But even for pets, pet tandem, skin care, hair care, you name it, we are about activating your health. And also, if you fall in love with these products and a few basic business principles, you can activate your bank account. And I don't say that lightly. I say that because I think there's a lot of people out there that care more about what's going on in their bank account than they even do about their health. So if you fall in love with this, and people go, I'm not a salesperson, good. We don't want a salesperson. We want people like Irene. We want people who have a story that is passionate about helping people. This company is changing the trajectory of health and wellness in this world today. So if you decide to share the products, you can at least get your products paid for with just getting a few customers. But you can also create that leveraged income that works for you while you sleep. If you get other leaders, we call those customer gatherers, because I want to share something with you. I graduated from college. I had a degree in broadcast journalism, but business sense I didn't really have a lot of. And you may know who Robert Kiyosaki is, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he talks about the cash flow quadrant. And on that left side is 95% of the world. And it's basically you have a job, a job, and you work for someone. It's linear income and you get paid. And they only make 5%, up 5% of the world's wealth. And then you might get tired of working for somebody, so you own your own business. Now you have a job that you own, and you're there all the time, and taking off is difficult, especially, let's say if you're you own your own hair salon, or you're a massage therapist. If you're not doing the work, then, you're not getting paid. But on that right side of the quadrant is where 95% of the world's wealth is, but only 5% of the population make it up. And that is where you're creating that leveraged income, right? And that's income that works for you while you sleep. So what happens here in LifeVantage is that our products are consumable. People need them monthly. You start building over time. This is an asset-based business, and it can create a beautiful leveraged income stream. So Where are we in LifeVantage? We are just kissing momentum. The first 5 years of any company is your formulation and pioneering stage. Many of them fail, most of them fail. We've been in network marketing. Yes, I said the words network marketing for now 17 years. I've been a part of this
Mhm.
company almost 17 years. I've been a part of this company for 14. Now I want to share something with you. Um, we were a biotech company from the University of Colorado. ABC News does that investigative report. $5 million of orders in 2 weeks. The company stock goes from $1 to $20 a share overnight, quickly goes down. They don't have marketing infrastructure. They don't have a sales team. They were a bunch of scientists in a lab. They did a little bit of volume a month, but they were not prepared. Can you imagine if somebody came
Mhm.
to your business and then they did an expose saying you were the best hair salon in town? And now you have everybody in the world wanting to get their hair cut. You can't handle it. And that's exactly what happened. So they scrambled, they got it online, they got it in store shelves. It sat next to $5 and $10 antioxidants. It's not an antioxidant, it's an activator. And the antioxidants for $5 and $10 were selling, not Protandim, which was in a very ugly white bottle. And it said guaranteed to
Mhm.
fight free radical damage. And nobody knows what that is. So it took it consultants consultants came in, they took a look at that ABC prime time and they said, you have a heck of a story here and it needs to be told. And so we went from a $3 million company to over $100 million a year company in 1 year and to over $200 million a year company in a few short years. So here we are. We're
Mhm.
about a $240 million a year company on track to be a $1 billion a year company, especially with the acquisition of Love Biome. We have a very simple system for people who see themselves maybe sharing it. We can get on a call with you and show you what that looks like. But you have so much support. You can get paid for gathering customers. You can earn up to 30% commission for customers becoming a diamond seller. You get paid in multiple ways for building a team and developing leaders, and you then get paid on global revenue sharing when you hit the executive ranks. So think about this, you guys. Most of us work. People work and they get paid. I would rather have the efforts of 100 people on my team doing 1% of the work than having myself do 100%. For instance,
Mhm.
if you have 9 friends and they serve 10 customers, that's 100 customers being served. You didn't do that by
Mhm.
yourself. You helped build leaders who did, and that's leverage. And this business model is what people want today. People do not want to go work for somebody in a bricks and mortar. They want to have freedom. I have a phone. I
Mhm.
can do this business from anywhere in the world, and I've been able to create a gorgeous leverage income stream over my 14 years. But in 5 years, I'm going to share this with you. I hit the first level of our executive consultantship, which is well over a six-figure a year of leverage income. I mean, I can't even believe it because I came from a family that didn't talk about abundance. They talked about what we didn't have. So my mindset
Mhm.
about money was that there's never going to be enough. I've had to work through a
Mhm.
lot of that, okay? But I want you to
Mhm.
look at this over on the right. For our managing consultant one, that's about 10,000 organizational volume points coming through your business. You've got about 3 or 4 people on your team that are doing things and they're sharing it. And all that builds up. We're only as successful as the people we help. This isn't about you rising to the top without your team. It doesn't happen that way. You have to help
Mhm.
other people. But in order for me to make $1,740 a month, I would have to have $417,000 in a bank at 5% dividend to get paid that. Now, think about that. People are
Mhm.
doing this in 1 year. Mary Gooden, who's
Mhm.
on this call, is now a brand new senior consultant too, and she's done that in her first 90 days of LifeVantage. She actually rank advanced twice in the month of May, senior consultant one and two, and that's over $500 of income a month when you have
Mhm.
that leverage that what is the word, sales volume coming through your business every single month. So it takes
Mhm.
time, you guys. This isn't get rich overnight. This takes work and it takes time to build people. It's about building personal growth and development. I'm going to share with
Mhm.
you. for people that might say, "Oh yeah, I want in on this business." Well, I like to share the business pack. This is a one-time purchase for an opportunity to have a multi-million dollar business opportunity. So that gives you most all of our products. You're saving almost $500. You get two free tickets to our next two in-person events. Those are over $200 a piece anyway. So it's really a beautiful way to come in and be able to experience. You can sell, you can share just from your business pack. That's one way. But you can get in as small as $225 for a healthy glow stack for the collagen and pro tandem as a consultant. These are also available for customers, and you can see the customer pricing. We have multiple different choices for people. But I would just say if you're looking for a way to improve your health, and if you're looking for a way to create additional income, let's talk. Let's get on another call and we can show you what that looks like because I can promise you it has been life changing for my family. My kids were 10 and 12 when I found out about LifeVantage, and they are now 26 and 24. And they've gotten to see their mom build this beautiful business, and my husband too. And believe it or not, he retired 5 years early from his 30-year career because of my business and because he had a pension and 401k. He was kind of ready. He was ready. And at age 59, he was able to make that decision. And I just think it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for LifeVantage. And the last thing I'm going to say is I just in the last week, I had a major dental surgery that cost me out of pocket with a biological dentist that is cost prohibitive in a way, but my health, I can't put a price on that. And it's because of LifeVantage that I was able to do that. So thank the person that invited you on this call. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for taking time to watch the replay. Oh my gosh, Irene, your story is so powerful. I appreciate you being on today. Thank you for asking me to be a part of this today.
You're most welcome. And I'd like to thank everyone that took the time to be on. We appreciate it. And we're moving forward with some good things.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording